Before Photoshop, before smartphones, before artificial intelligence could generate an image in seconds, photography in Canada depended entirely on human skill. Glass plates, chemicals, portable darkrooms, and a lot of determination. In the 1800s, Canadian photographers were not just picture takers, they were chemists, engineers, artists, and explorers. This is HI before AI, human ingenuity before artificial intelligence. Photography reached Canada in the 1840s with the Daguerreotype, a single, mirror-bright image made on a polished silver plate. The exposures were long, the chemicals were dangerous, and the results were fragile. But people were fascinated by the idea of capturing a likeness with light. By the 1850s, a new process changed everything, the wet collodion method. This technique produced sharp, reproducible glass negatives. But it came with a challenge. The plate had to be coated, exposed, and developed while still wet, giving photographers roughly 10 minutes to complete the entire process. Whether you were in a studio in Montreal or a survey expedition in the Rockies, you needed a portable darkroom with you at all times. Photography in early Canada was as much about logistics and chemistry as it was about composition. In 1858, Humphrey Lloyd Hime served as the official photographer for the Assiniboine and Saskatchewan exploring expedition. He hauled heavy glass plates and chemicals across the prairies, producing the earliest photographic record of Western Canada and its Indigenous nations. His portraits were often carefully staged to convey dignity and presence. His landscapes and camp scenes remained foundational documents of the 1857-1858 survey. The Armstrong, Beer and Hime panorama is an almost complete view of the city of Toronto taken between 1856 and 1857 by the firm Armstrong, Beer and Hime. They are the earliest known photographs of the city. There were 25 pictures taken in total. 13 make up the almost complete panorama of the city. Others were taken of various prominent buildings, and it is an amazing piece of photographic history. In 1871, Benjamin Baltzly photographed the Fraser Canyon and the mountains of British Columbia for the Geological Survey of Canada. He climbed steep terrain with fragile equipment, producing dramatic images. Baltzly's photos, some of the earliest and most lucid images of the area, were used deliberately to encourage settlement of the West. The Benjamin Baltzly's photos provide a glimpse of pastoral life set amid the spectacular topography of a historic BC. At the same time, it offers clues about worldviews that would propel Confederation. His photographs helped shape early national ideas of the Canadian West. Working under Sandford Fleming during the search for a transcontinental railway route, Charles Horetzky was hired as a photographer for the surveys to be conducted through the lesser-known parts of the Northwest Territories and British Columbia. Assigned to a party led by engineer Frank Moberly in June 1871, Horetzky took several exceptional views of the country between the Red River and Yellowhead Pass in the Rocky Mountains during the fall and winter. He used high-contrast lighting and panoramic sequences, and his photographs were used in early CPR promotional materials. These photographs weren't just documenting the landscape, they were helping define how Canadians imagined it. Based in Montreal, William Notman built the largest photographic studio network in Canada and the northeastern United States. He was appointed photographer to the Queen after documenting the Prince of Wales' 1860 visit. Notman pioneered composite photography, photographing individuals separately, cutting out their portraits, arranging them on a painted background, and rephotographing the entire collage to create a seamless final image. His most famous example is the 1870 skating carnival at Victoria Rink, featuring over 300 people. He also created theatrical indoor winter scenes using lamb's wool for snow, polished zinc for ice, and magnesium flares to simulate the firelight. His studio blended technical innovation with artistic staging long before digital manipulation existed. In Victoria, British Columbia, Hannah Maynard was pushing the medium in a completely different direction. She ran a successful portrait studio beginning in 1862, but she is best known for her experimental work. Maynard used multiple exposures, mirror tricks, and photographic montage to create surreal images decades before surrealism became an art movement. She developed a photo sculpture technique, coating subjects in white powder and isolating them against black backgrounds to create marble-like portraits. Her annual Gems of British Columbia composites, featuring thousands of tiny portraits of children, were both a technical achievement and a brilliant marketing tool. Her work stands out as some of the most imaginative photography produced anywhere in the 19th century. Even many amateur photographers like Osbert Reed Sumner, the son of Oakville's Constable George Sumner, experimented in early photography techniques like multiple exposures. Not to get too technical or detailed, but here are some of the early techniques used. Daguerreotype images are made by shining light onto a silver-coated metal plate that has been made light-sensitive, creating a hidden image. When the plate is warmed over mercury vapor, that hidden image appears, sharp and very detailed. Wet collodion negatives. They produce sharp, detailed images, but required on-site darkroom work. Albumen prints created glossy, fine, detailed paper photographs using egg white-based emulsions. Tintypes and embryotypes delivered inexpensive, fast, and durable direct positive portraits on metal or glass. Composite printing combined elements from multiple negatives to form a single constructed image. Multiple exposures layered several exposures on one plate to create surreal or playful visual images. Panoramic stitching joined sequential negatives to form wide continuous landscape views. Staged ethnographic scenes constructed posed images that reflected colonial narratives rather than lived realities. Expedition photography required rugged fieldwork with portable chemistry to document remote or challenging environments. Between 1840 and 1900, photography in Canada evolved from a rare novelty into a powerful tool for documenting landscapes, communities, and national growth. These early photographers worked with fragile materials, unpredictable chemistry, and heavy equipment, yet they produced images that still shape our understanding of Canadian history. Their creativity, problem-solving, and technical ingenuity laid the foundation for everything that came after. This is the world of HI before AI, a world where every image was the result of human skill, patience, and imagination. In the next episode, we will explore some of the earliest forms of photographic manipulation for profit, marketing, and fun. Spirit images, tall tale postcards, darkroom burning and dodging, or double exposures that allowed 19th century photographers to bend reality long before digital tools existed. This is HI before AI. Thanks for watching.